Today guys, I'll be showing you the easiest way to get 100 bonds in every single game. But first of all, you need the vampire class. It is the best class in the game right now. It's only 75 bonds. This class got a massive buff and it's now super OP. With the solo speedrun I'm about to show you guys, I'll show you how OP it is and how the speed increasement and the damage increasement is insane on this class.
Please.
Oh, so anyways, as a bonus, you spawn in with the vampire knife, which heals you every time you hit an enemy. So the first thing you do is you sell the gold bar, of course, and you get as many coals as you can. So once you got that, you go to the train like a good boy. And the thing with this speedrun, the solo speedrun, is you don't stop for any single town. You need to be as fast and as effective as possible. So do not stop for any town unless it's a doctor building or a sheriff's building, because you might find a gun or you might find bandages or snake oils, which can be really useful. If you don't know what a snake oil is, it's basically just a bandage on steroids. So in Fortnite terms, it's like a slurp juice and you turn into Prime Mbappe when you drink it. Before you arrive at your first town, you have to use the horn to show the zombies your dominance. Since it's the very first town and we don't have a gun right now, anyway, since it's the first town and we don't have a gun, so it's always gonna be the hardest, we're just gonna use the vampire knife, and we just have to stay on the platform right here to knife all the zombies and gain the HP back. Once you're done killing the crowd of zombies, kill the banker. Once you killed him, get his paper and open the bank. Once opened, loot the bank and go straight for the church. Look for a golden cross and then head back to the train. If you want to be safe, you can use the dead zombies you just freaking destroyed and use them as fuel, because there might be a chance you don't find coal in your next base. Oh, we're home, baby. Okay, now you can get the loot you just freaking looted. Get all that cash. Yeah, we witch. And now you're gonna get a rifle. It's gonna be super useful. And now you're gonna get coal in your general store. And if there's no coal, like me, well, I got no coal, so I just left the game. Now I'm joking. If there's no coal, you can always use the dead bodies you got from the last town, or you can camp the base, and if it's a vampire night, wolf night, or zombie night, you can just get all the dead bodies and put it in your train. And with all the leftover cash you have, get as many snake oils as you can, because it's gonna be super useful. Once you've arrived at your second town, stay as far as you can from the crowd of zombies and look for the banker. Once you've killed him, make sure your health is still fine and you're not taking too much damage from the sun. Now just kill the zombies around. You know, they're so annoying. I know, they're low-key crazy. Now there's probably gonna be another bank, so once you're done looting that, you're gonna look for the other bankers. As you can see, he was hiding, but I killed him. Anyways, once you kill him, get the bank open like always, loot it. Now that you killed him, go to the church, golden crucifix, worth $50 each, worth a ton, and go back to the train right now like a good boy. If your base didn't have any coal, you just use the dead zombies you got from this town. Now don't stop driving until you find the next base. I know it can be pretty boring. You can watch Netflix if you want. We're home, baby. Now you sell all your loot. If there's any armor in your general store, get them and use all the money you have left on snake oils. If there's no coals, then you have no choice but to get dead bodies like I did. Now that you've found the fort, you can easily clear it. Don't forget to use your snake oils, because you're taking damage from the sun. Remember, you're a vampire, and you just clear it. Remember, take a distance, kill them from far. Once you looted the fort, go to the nearest town. I got lucky and the town was right next to the fort, so I didn't have to use my train. So yeah, you just repeat the same process like every single time we looted the towns. You just kill the bankers and loot the banks. Try to be as fast as possible. You can use your snake oils. Also, if it turns night and it's not a thunder night, no need to panic. You're a vampire, you're faster than any other zombies. You can just run around and wait for the night to end. Yeah, you can also use your knife if you need your HP back. Now you just do the exact same process we did. You loot every single bank and the church if you want. You can get a free $50 and now you run away. And if you have no coal, of course, use the dead zombies like always. Don't stop until you find the base. And remember, it's the same process. We don't stop until we find a town. Remember, you're taking damage from the sun. Drink your snake goals, listen to Papa. Anyways, yeah, you just loot the 2 towns, you know, be as fat as possible. Use your snake goals like always, they're so good. OP, makes the run way faster. Now, don't stop driving until you hit the 40k kilometers. You can stop at the base. I'd suggest you stop at the base, you sell your loot, and you get stacked up, you get armor, snake goals, and all that stuff. But I didn't stop because I have enough snake goals. I have everything I need. And yeah, remember, snake goals, you can't fight the castle with no snake goals. You're not Superman, bro. So get snake goals, then get in the castle, use as many as you need, and don't risk your life. Remember, you can always take it slow, but I'd rather take it fast. Anyways, yeah, you just go back to the base when you finished looting the castle, and you sell everything. So you repeat the exact same process. You kill the bankers, you loot the banks, you of course you drive until you find the town. You know, you can park a bit earlier so the zombies don't crowd you, and you pop as many snake holes as you need. Okay, you should have a ton of snake holes right now because of all the money you got. And yeah, you just drive back when you're done. Okay, so the next raid is gonna be the hardest because we're also gonna have the Tesla building. Okay, so make sure you're well geared up. Get armor if you need them. Don't be an idiot like me and buy the armor you already bought. Make sure you have enough ammo. Okay, you need at least 100 ammo, at least 100 ammo for your rifle, and maybe 150 if your aim sucks like mine. Get a lot of ammo, as many snake holes as you need, and now you're ready for the Tesla building. If you end up looting a town before, just repeat the same process. Should be easy. Get the gold, get all the loot, and go back to the train, and now drive. Now you should drive until you find the Tesla building. So here it is. You pop a snake hole before you arrive. Now you just look for his legs, his arms, his disgusting brain, and you just put it on the stuff. Okay, put it here, and then you can start the electrocutor. My strat is just to stay in the corner and shoot every zombie that appears. Makes it super easy. You just need a lot of ammo. Okay, that's all you need. I hope you bought ammo. If you didn't buy ammo, then run for your life. Nah, I'm joking. Maybe you have a shotgun, use your shotgun. See, I made the mistake of not getting more ammo, and I don't have the best aim, right? So I had to pull out a shotgun. Also, you can also skip the Tesla building. Like, it's a waste of time for the reward you get. You get like 5 or 4 bonds, and you can use that time to do much more. If your goal is really to end the game as fast as possible and get a lot of bonds, then skip the Tesla building. It's not the greatest. You will get a Tesla gun, the I don't know how to say it, but you will get a gun, and make sure to save the ammo for the end because it's gonna be super useful to beat the Tesla final boss. Hey, good job, you made it to 60. You're almost at the end, buddy. You're so good. You're doing amazing. Now that we're almost at the end, well, you just gotta sell your loot. Get ready for the fights, for the next fights. You know, snake holes, number 1. It's the most OP thing ever, bro. You need as many snake holes as you need, and of course ammo. You need rifle ammo, and if there's coal in your general store, get it. If you don't have an armor and there's an armor, you can get it too. But make sure you have $0 when you get out of the base, and you have as many snake holes as you need. I keep repeating it, but the snake hole could save your life. It's a lifesaver. It really makes your run faster. It can save your life when there's a bunch of zombies on you, and of course, since you're a vampire, you take a lot of damage from the sun. Same process. You probably have millions of snake holes right now. If you do have a lot of snake holes, you can pop 3 at the same time. You know, as long as it makes your run faster, pop as many snake holes as you need, and just loot this town as fast as possible. Now you're gonna keep driving until you hit the base. It's the last time you can ever sell your gold, buy snake holes, buy armor, buy everything you need, because it is the last base. Make sure, of course, you sell the gold, you sell everything you got from the bank, and gear up for the last fight. Ammo, snake holes, armor, everything. Now you're gonna keep driving until you reach the final town. I know, it's super sad. You're gonna say goodbye to all your dead zombies friends and all you werewolves in this map because it's almost over. But listen, when you loot this town, you don't need the gold because you can't even sell the gold, you smart frick. No, I'm joking. But you can't even sell the gold, so there's no point in looting the banks and looting the gold, so there's no point. But for the bonds, it's super useful. So you just loot this town, get the bonds, then get out. You don't need the gold. I repeat, you don't need the gold unless you want to put it on your train, have a train of gold just for the aesthetics. We'll do whatever you want, but you can't sell it. Now you're gonna drive until you find the base of the outlaws. Use the horn. Show the outlaws you're the big boss and they're about to die. Yeah, keep using the horn. And now when you're at the base, you make sure you park the train far. You don't enter the base like a freaking savage, okay? Just park far and kill them from a distance. Stay safe. Okay, and make sure you look at your health. Okay, you're a vampire, you can't stay in the sun for too long. Keep look at your health or this is gonna happen to you. We can now loot everything. There's a bunch of bonds. That's where the real paradise is. Yeah, don't make the mistake I made last game if you don't want to lose like your whole progress because of a dumb mistake that only a dumbass will do. Anyways, kill all the outlaws, then loot the rest of the base. There's a bunch of bonds in every single building, so make sure you loot everything, you check everything. Once you're done looting, lower the bridge and make sure you take a look at your HP. Please don't make the mistake I made. Keep popping snake oils when your HP is getting low, okay? And now you're just gonna kill all the outlaws. Yeah, make sure you get on top of the base so you can kill them from far. And I'm gonna show you how I beat the final Tesla boss super easily. So yeah, you just kill the outlaws before the Tesla boss arrives. Now you're gonna run on top of this house on the left, okay? On top of this house, you stay on the roof and you're gonna use the Tesla gun, the electrical toner, and you're just gonna aim for his head, and that's how he's gonna die. Super easy. He can't even hit you from there. So I didn't wait until the end of the night to finally attack the outlaws base because I'm a savage, you know. But I had the vampires on my ass too, which made it a bit harder, but it is still pretty easy. You just gotta keep moving on top of every single roof, you know, jump back and forth. And if it's a zombie night or a wolves night, if you stay on top of the roof, the zombies can't even get you, so you're gonna stay safe no matter what. And once you beat the Tesla final boss, there's pretty much nothing for you to be scared of. If you're waiting for the night to end before attacking the base, then it's gonna be super easy peasy for you. If you didn't wait for the night to end, then you just gotta kill whatever the night brought you. So if there's zombies, kill them. Wolves, kill them. Just stay alive until the sunrise comes and keep popping your snake oils and you will be good. If this guide helped you, then drop a like, and if you have any questions, ask them in the comments and I will reply to every single one of them.